Thirdly, agreeing REDD+ will only succeed if we as developed countries do our bit. So as well as contributing finance, that means stopping the purchase of timber from damaging deforestation and supporting the purchase of timber from sustainable sources. This will send a message, and it will help to change behaviour. It will reduce the risk of deforestation, moving from places which are benefiting from REDD+ finance to others which are not. Our responsibility as governments is to use the power we have when we buy timber to help the market for products that don't have a damaging forest footprint. And it's not just about timber. It's also about sustainable palm oil. Now, many of you will be aware that in Europe a proposal has been put forward to restrict the flow of illegal timber into member states. It's a start, but it needs to be stronger, and we agree on that. It should ban illegal timber outright in the European Union. It should send a message to the world that our community is not in the market for illegal timber, and we are serious about tackling deforestation. And the fourth thing that we must do is to understand, as Nick just reminded us, that by preserving our forests, we also safeguard our biodiversity. Think of our mineral wealth. Think of our timber, our fossil fuels. Think of the ecosystems that give us things that we have taken for granted. They purify our drinking water. They produce our food. They decompose our waste. They give us the means to heal the sick. They regulate our climate. They are home to 70% of the world's plants and animals and more than 13 million distinct species. And the greatest thing that we could do for the biodiversity of our natural world would be to secure an agreement here in Copenhagen. An agreement that recognises biodiversity's place in preventing and adapting to climate change. An agreement that protects and restores the plants, the trees, the soils and the seas that makes this possible. An agreement that maintains those natural ecosystems, not only for these reasons, but because of their unique capacity to lift our spirits and to heal our souls. The truth is that the great challenges that we face in this world are changing climate, the security of our food supplies, a rapidly growing world population, the way in which we use the Earth's natural resources, the loss of biodiversity. These are separate only as the fingers of a single human hand are separate. It is how they work together that matters. And I believe that if we work together, we can find the will to act. And in doing so, we should draw strength from our past. This year we celebrate the 150th anniversary of the publication of an extraordinary book on the origin of species by Charles Darwin, a scientist who completely changed the way we think about and see the world, who we are and where we come from. And Charles Darwin bequeathed to us this simple bit of advice. He said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change." He was right. He had the courage to tell us what the science told him. And it's up to us to find the courage to secure the world's future for our children and our grandchildren. And the time to do that is now. Thank you very much.